Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I am your host, Ringo. We are back again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Breaking news. There have been a so-called mass shooting. Yes, that's right. A mass shooting. This is breaking news. 2 have been reported to be killed after mass shooting at Lemon Hill Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty much got a notification of the news. Pretty much talking about it. Let's get into the content. It says 2 killed after mass shooting at Lemon Hill Park. A shooting incident occurred at Lemon Hill mansion in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on May 26, 2025. Police received reports of multiple people shot at the location, with the initial shooting confirmed to have taken place at the top of the hill. The incident involved approximately 10 victims, with 9 transported to hospitals for treatment, and 1 victim with a grazed wound refusing medical transport. 2 victims were pronounced deceased, including an adult man. A 15-year-old boy is reported to be in stable condition, and another adult male victim with 2 gunshot wounds to the left arm is also in stable condition. Police are investigating a possible connection between a black hatchback and the shooting. Aerial surveillance is being used to locate the suspected vehicle. Officers have discovered 17 shells casings at the scene. The police are monitoring hospitals for additional victims and are coordinating efforts to clear the area of juveniles. As the investigation continues, a pedestrian was also struck by a vehicle during the shooting and is being checked at a hospital. The scene at Lemon Hill Park is being expanded as part of the ongoing investigation. Now, when I did some research about this particular case, it says that over 200 juveniles gathered at a particular park. Shots rang out, is what they're saying. Shots rang out around 10:30. At least 7 gunshot victims. This is somebody sharing this information. It says people at the scene tell me all was calm. Next thing they heard were dozens of pops. Then people started running. One big mess, guys. And this just goes to show why you should be home. This goes to show why being in the streets is not the place to be. You know, it's not the place to be. It's best to be at home where you can relax, take care of business, do what you got to do. Let me see. Let me see. Let me read what these people are saying in the comments. Somebody actually said the same thing I said. Somebody said, this is why I love being a homebody. People too trigger happy can't enjoy anything anymore. Of course, it's not the 90s anymore when you can enjoy a good time, have fun and whatnot. Somebody else said 50 plus rounds. Are you kidding me? This city has got a big problem. Unhinged people with no sense whatsoever. Let me see what else we got. It's a lot of comments here. Can't go anywhere without expecting someone to be shot or stabbed anymore. And it's true. That's why it's best to stay home. Where are the parents, and why do these children have guns? I'm trying to figure out how 200 plus juveniles are in the street. You know, and it just goes to show there's no parents in the homes. And I can guarantee you guys, this involves black people. Guaranteed. You could get mad, but I guarantee it. It's out in Philly. Yeah. It says teens out of control, no curfews, running amok with guns. They are all cowards and useless. Somebody else says 90% of urban violent crimes is not maybe if you stop making excuses for the savages you raise, you could make some change. I guess that person was, who's this person? I guess they're arguing with somebody that says, yeah, you're right. I'm white. Just out of curiosity, where do you live? I guess he's arguing with somebody in the comments. Somebody said, you're just making up these comments, Ringo. You're just making up comments. I'm not making up no comments. I don't know if you can see that, but you know, it's all there. Read in the comments, you know. This is why it's no more cookouts or block parties. Too much violence. I don't even know why would anybody want to be outside at any gathering where it's a crowd of people. It don't make no sense. So it goes on and it says, saying only 17 shells found, you could hear 50 plus. And that's the point. The news sometimes say one thing when the people that are there heard something else. So basically the news is saying 17 shells were found, but based on witnesses, it was over 50 plus gunshots. Said it was like a war zone. Prayers to you and your city. Prayers ain't gonna work. When you have these mass shootings with ninjas wilding out, prayers can't save them. Somebody says, I hate being outside. I go to work, come home. These streets are too crazy for me. Yeah, I agree. Best place to stay is home. The same. Nothing wrong with that. Just go to work and go home. You're not missing anything in these streets but chaos and crime. And that's because ninjas are in the streets, guys. Same thing I always talk about. But the FBA community, they never address these issues. Here we have a mass shooting with ninjas running wild in the street. And the FBA community got nothing to say about this. You know? Breaking news. But they get mad at me because I'm covering these stories. I'm very diligent, very quick, right to the point. Do what I got to do. Dumb-dumbs getting shot for the gram. Can't even have a gathering without violence. Such a shame. All my prayers to all the victims. So very sad. Somebody says, I went to 3 indoor celebrations this weekend. Each had 4 close friends. I will never attend a large gathering again. People are learning this, guys. They're learning. Why is this person in my live chat focusing on dumb stuff? You said, oh, you don't get along with Tyreek and them. I don't know Tyreek. I don't know who you're talking about. Are you crazy? He went on, he says, you are so-called African-American, right? You don't look Caribbean. Let me just get your ass up out of here, man. These lunatic ninjas, I don't know where they come from, guys. Like, I really don't know who these people are. They're crazy. These people crazy, guys. Literally doing a show, some nut job comes over here talking about madness. Not even concerned about there's a mass shooting. This is what I tell you guys. Ninjas, they do not care about when blacks are killing each other. They only care when it involves white people. Let's see how many of these FBAs are going to report on the mass shooting in Philadelphia. Let's see. Let's see how many FBAs are going to report on the fact that blacks are killing each other in Philadelphia. Let's see if they report on this mass shooting and talk about this and have solutions to bring to the table. Somebody else said, shaking my head, another holiday, another shooting. It's sad. When the community starts to become numb to this, because this is becoming a daily occurrence. If not a shooting, a stabbing, or assault, shaking my head. I'm telling you, man, people are fed up, guys. People are really fed up with this. They can't stand this mess. Let me see. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know. Let me see if I could turn off my light. Maybe now you can see better. You see that? So I'm not making this up. These are real comments, real people. You see the time. We're live. It's 12:32. So we're live. For all the people that think I'm just capping, making this stuff up. No, I'm actually reading the comments. Right? Let's see what else we got. The city has such low expectation that you literally need a mass shooting for cops to show up. You can call for someone with a gun, loud music, etc., and the cops don't care. I hate to say it, but the city needs a mayor who's going to come in, shake up stuff, take people to court in order to force change. I live in a city that did that, and it worked. Somebody said, wait till summer starts. And I know it's going to be rougher in the summer. You know? Sad. This is what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bunch of comments. Everybody's coming in. Somebody says, it's crazy. Somebody said, it's crazy, man. The bad guys will always have guns regardless of the laws. Somebody see. This was inevitable. There has been exceedingly loud music, fights, and parties going on there for a while. So loud, it shook my house. Cops never did anything about it. You have to be stoned out to listen to music that loud. Combination of all that spells trouble. People are fed up, man. People are tired of ninjas, bro. Why the FBA community don't address these situations? 2 people lost their lives. Over 10 to 11 people injured. They don't talk about it, guys. You would never see the FBA community mention these things. A mass shooting. This is a breaking news story. Breaking news. They're not talking about it. They won't. Because it involves black people. It involves black people, man. Sad, man. Let's see. Somebody said it was a group of African Americans and 2 are pronounced dead on the scene. So-called FBAs are out in Philly killing each other. And the FBA community don't even address these issues. It's real stories. This is like what? My 7th live stream? It's like my 7th live stream. And yet, the FBA community is not addressing none of these issues. I'm covering all the topics. Back to back to back to back to back. Breaking news. This is what's going on, guys. Wow. No, he was not. Stop lying. Somebody says it doesn't matter if someone is dying. Teenagers are killing each other. See that, guys? Check it out. You see the comment right there? It says it doesn't matter if someone is dying. Teenagers are killing each other. So where's the FBA community to address these situations, ladies and gentlemen? Where are they? I mean, I'm up late night covering a breaking news story of a mass shooting in Philadelphia, and FBAs are more worried about me rather than the community that they claim they're fighting for. Teenagers are killing each other. Teenagers are doing this. It's sick. I'm pretty sure TikTok probably got some info that probably leaked. But I don't really frequent that site to know exactly what's going on. Somebody says, wow, heard this in the backyard. Sounded like an automatic weapon. That's what FBA teenagers are in the streets killing one another. And the community is not talking about these issues or bringing awareness to this, solutions, acknowledging that there is a problem in the Black community. And this is why you have such thing as Black fatigue. This is why. You hear this stuff all day, guys, all day. You hear about young Black men killing each other every day. Savages, killers. Who wants to be around them? Who wants to be around the zoo? This ain't like the 90s where you could go to a house party and have a good time, or you could go to a club and relax and chill and vibe with a sister, had a great time. Can't do that no more. Them days is over. You would never see me at a club, house party, nothing. I would never do that ever. Nope. Not now, guys. That's just, it don't even make sense. Even if it's family, I'm not going. Even if it's a wedding ceremony, I'm not going. I'm not going nowhere where ninjas are. Wherever there's ninjas and there's drinks and people smoking, nope, I'm not going. Not wasting my time. You know? And also, here's another thing, guys. A lot of times people think, oh, well, I live in the suburbs. I'm good. It's quiet. Fam, you can live in the suburbs. If there's a lot of Black folk there, there's going to be drama too. Some of you that are in the burbs, you know what I'm talking about. It might be quiet, might be a nice community. Everything might be nice. It might be clean. But if you have ninjas that are moving in, you're going to see it yourself. They're going to have them bad kids that have no discipline, doing a bunch of mess, doing vandalizing things, riding their bikes, throwing balls around. And they always do that near your yard. That's one of the things I don't like about certain communities is that a lot of parents, they don't govern their children. They let their children just do whatever they want, be disrespectful, disrespecting people's property, just doing a bunch of dumb stuff. And you can't really be mad at the kid. You got to be mad at the parent because the parents know what's going on, guys. Parents just kind of let their kids just roam the streets. If you're a father or a mother, you're supposed to tell your teens, listen, get in the house. Don't be out there in the streets around people's property, walking around, being a menace to society. Don't do that because you're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. Unfortunately, a lot of parents don't care. They send their children to do things to you. You know? So my question is why the FBA community don't address these issues that are ongoing, where Black FBAs, teens, young adults are killing each other, guys, like never before. People are getting wounded. They're in the hospital bleeding out. And nobody cares. Bodies are all over the floor. People can't even have a good time because ninjas, they just act like savages all day, man. All day, bro. That's Black fatigue. It's when you hear these stories every day and you're like, bro, when will Black people do right, bro? Y'all busy listening to Tariq Nasheed. I told you that man is a pimp. That man don't care about the Black community. Just hustling the people. You know? I don't like ninjas, bro. I don't. I don't like being near them. I don't like being around them. As soon as I see them, bro, I already know trouble is there. Uncivilized, disrespectful, no home training. And it's worse when it's a grown man and he's a ninja. He don't have no respect for himself. That's why I don't waste my time arguing with people, man. Because it's just a waste of time. And, you know, a lot of people don't like to hear biblical topics, but the reason why ninjas actually exist is because they lack God. God is not in their life. When God is not in a man or a woman's life, they resort to being savages. They resort to committing crimes. It's crazy. If you're now joining in, there was a mass shooting in Philadelphia. Over 50 rounds fired from guns. Bodies all over the place. 2 dead. About 11 injured. Somebody got hit by a car as well, trying to flee. I don't know how badly injured they are. They said it was about 200 plus juveniles. I don't understand that. Around 10:30, everything transpired. And once again, guys, the FBA community, they're silent on the matter. But only on Ringo TV Reactions do we report the news and talk about the topics that matter. You see, the ambulance. You could even see a black teen next to the ambulance. This is actually a still image from an actual video. And I use that as my thumbnail to pretty much share the content, you know. But yeah, guys, so we're going to get up on out of here. I don't want to be here too long, right? Just want to share the news. We'll be back, you know, later on in the morning with more content after I take care of some morning business. And we'll continue to cook. We'll continue to do what we got to do. It is what it is, man. So that's about it, guys. Y'all be safe. If you're on the road driving, drive safe. No road rage. Don't let nobody take you out your purpose, off your square. Shout out to all the truckers that are on the road. Make sure you go to the rest stops when you need to. Take a break. All right. Shout out to everybody traveling, doing some road trips or whatever have you. You know, salute to all the Amazon workers that might be out. I don't know if they out or not. You know what I mean? It all depends. But shout out to everybody that's doing deliveries, truck drivers and so forth that's on the road. Y'all be safe. We'll catch you on the next stream. Appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. And also subscribe if you like the content. That being said, guys, we're going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. It is what it is. Ringo TV Reactions. The #1 reactionary channel on YouTube since 2006 till now. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace. Ringo TV Reactions.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.